So, good day, everyone. So, here's my module 3, lesson title Methods of Computing Software Protection, Copyright, Patents, and Trademark. So, first, let me introduce myself. So, hi, my name is Raymond A. Carrido, Business Information Technology, major in Service Management Program. So, formally to start my discussion, let me introduce you to my topic outline. So, first, we have introduction to topic. Second is the methods of computing software protection, copyrights, trademarks, and patents. So third is application of the principle of fair use of proprietary information in digital formats. And lastly, the free software movement in the open source initiative. So now let us start the methods of computer software protection. So for brief introduction, the methods of computer software protection, it refers to different strategies. So, and tools used to prevent unauthorized like copying, modification, or distribution of software. So the goal is to protect the intellectual property and ensure legal and proper use of the software protection by individual businesses. So there are three methods of software. So we have first copyrights, second is patents, and last trademarks. So for copyright protection, let's talk about copyright protection. Um, when you say copyright protections, it defines computer programs as literary work and as such as a protectable under copyrights. So I give you an example for copyright protection. So let's say, for example, computer programs are set of instructions expressed in words. So like codes, schemes, or other performs, including a machine-readable medium, like capable of causing a computer to perform a particular task or to achieve a particular result. So meaning the words schemes or others forms may be protected under copyright law as creative works the same as a book or a movie or a work of art. Let's say, for example, for a movie, under the copyright is like, for example, is Harry Potter. They have a copyright. And for a book, there's so much a book na they are copyright also. So for works, it needs of higher. It extends for 95 years for publication or 120 years from creation. So whichever is shorter. And for making it an attractive, so cost-free option for protecting software. So to establish a definitive creation date, so you can register your copyright with the Library of Congress. So for copyright, and it should be noted that copyright protects the expression of idea and not the idea itself. So meaning, in the case of software program, it's the software program that is protected and not the functionality of the software programs. So next is the patent in different country. So we have a three different country, and first one is USA, next is Europe, and lastly the Philippines. So first is Europe. Let's talk about for United States pala, I mean, sorry. Let's talk about United States. So for United States, um, software patents are typically referred to as computer implemented process. So software can be protected in the US if it is unique and tied to machine. So most importantly, our software to be patentable is the software needs to offer some kind of identifiable improvement. So in Europe, in the Europe, so like a computer programs such as are excluded from patentability. So the EPO holds that a program for a computer is not protectable. So under in the Europe is you see that said that the EPO is under the it's not patentable. So if it does not have potential to cause a further technical effects, so beyond the inherent technical interactions between hardware and software. So for the last methods of computer programs, so we have a trademark or trade secret. So when you say trademarks, it is a sign or symbol like logos and names. So it's registered by manufacturer or merchants to identify goods and services. So this protection is typically granted for 10 years and can be renewed as long as trademark is in use. So for a trademark, let's say for example, a trademark may be a brand name, trade dress, or service mark, certification mark, or collective mark. So for example, let's say Coca-Cola will be brand name will be a Coca-Cola. A trade dress will be the shape of the Coca-Cola. So a collective mark could be the CPA lettering after an accountant's name that designates an association such as certified public accountant. So in trade secrets, it is a confidential formula pattern or process that provides a competitive advantage. So what I said li- earlier, like a Coca-Cola formula, so trade secrets can last indefinitely if reasonable efforts are made to keep them secret. So many software aspects like code and concept can be protected as trade secrets. So but not element is discovered through reverse engineering. So in the trade secrets, to give you like an example, so let's say the cartoon or movie of SpongeBob SquarePants. So they have a specific business that sell their own product, which is the Krabby Patty. So if you know the movie or cartoon movie of SpongeBob, so that the Krabby Patty have a secret formula. If, if you know a Plantum, that formula that serve as asset of their business or serve as the trade secret that makes their business unique among others. So now let's talk about the next content overview of my lesson. It's application of proprietary information in digital formats. So it's ways for protection of digital and intellectual property. So digital rights management or DRM technologies, also known as electronic rights management system. So it ensures that copyright through identifying and protect the content. So controlling access from the network, protecting the integrity of the work, and ensuring payment for the access. So DRM technologies prevent illegal users in accessing the content. Access is protected through user ID and password, so licensing and agreements. So another way to protect digital content is through TPM. If TPM stands for Technical Protection Measures. So these technologies also allow publishing companies and securing protecting content such as music, text, and video from unauthorized use. So when you say DRM or Digital Rights Management and TPM or Technical Protection Measures, they included use to identify and protect content, control access for the network, protect the integrity of the work, ensure payment for access, and prevent unauthorized use. So first, we have the cryptography for ways for protection of digital or and intellectual property. So cryptography. For cryptography, is the oldest mechanism to ensure security and privacy of information over networks. So this involves scrambling or encryption of the information to render it unreadable or not understandable language. So which only the legitimate user can unscramble or decrypt. So however, it's it works by scrambling or encrypting data to make it unreadable and only allowing an authorized user to unscramble or decrypt it. So for example, about the cryptography. So imagine you're sending a confidential email containing sensitive business information to a colleague. So before sending, you encrypt the email, turning the text into unreadable code. Only our colleague with the right decryption key can decrypt it back to readable form. So this encryption ensures that if anyone intercepts the email in transit, so they won't understand the contents of your sending into your colleagues. And also it's similar to anti-screen logos used to identify the work and its owner. And it may contain copyright also, information to other details. So let's say they included watermark system, watermark generator, a embedder, and a watermark detector and decoder. So for you to analyze, give a example. So let's say a musician releases a new song online. So to protect it, they use digital watermarking to embed an invisible code into the audio file. So this code contains detail like the musician name and copyright